Hi, I am live, so let's see. Trying to find me on my phone. Come on, you can come up. So hopefully everything is working good. Let's see here. Come on. Well, I'm not seeing me. Where are we at? I'm not seeing me. Hey, Chris. I do not see me on my phone. I don't know why. I was hoping to be able um, to watch on my phone, but I'm not going to be able to. Well, all right. Well, wonder why that is. Oh well, another little glitch we got to figure out later. So hi, you guys. It is 12 noon. It is time for lunchtime stamping with Tina. I'm Tina Carini with SpongeandStamp.com, and this is lunchtime stamping at noon, which I think I just said. So I hope you guys are having a good afternoon and have a good week so far. You guys are going to see me look over to the side so I can read my comments and see as people pop on so I can say hi. If I miss you, please just forgive me. I will definitely go back and look at my comments later. Hey, Lynette, see you're here. Oh, thanks. So, yeah, so it's all good. I got two really cute projects for you guys today. I think you're going to love them. One of them is a little mini treat box, and I was inspired by Brenda Quintana. She's a Canadian demonstrator, and I loved her so much that I'm going to share it with you guys. And then I have a card that we're going to do too. So I'm glad that you guys are here. Thank you for taking time out on your Wednesday at lunchtime to spend with me and with all of us together, stamping and having a great time. So I got some news for you guys. Some of you already know, and I meant to mention it on last week's Facebook Live, but I forgot. But I am going to be a new grandma. So my oldest daughter is having her first baby. It's due in July. So we're excited about it. Can't wait. And yeah, so that's all good. So that's new with me and my family. I don't think there's anything new. My son's starting his job with Amazon Saturday, I believe, the 15th. Saturday, right? I don't know. Let me look and see. I think it's the 15th. Yeah, Saturday, the 15th. So he'll be starting his new job. We're looking forward to that. And I know he's excited to get going and start making some money. And let's see, what else? I don't think there's anything else. Nope, that's it. So just been busy stamping and doing all that kind of stuff and having fun and making projects for you guys to share with you and planning my class next week. So it's an in-person class here at my in-home studio. So if you would like to come, you are more than welcome, but please RSVP because I do have limited seating. And I need to know who's coming so that I can prepare for them. So you can message me or you can click on the event and click that you're going. Let's see. I think that's it. Celebration is going on, you guys. So with every $50 that you spend, you get to choose a free item from the celebration brochure. There's two levels, level 1 and level 2. Level 2 is with when you reach $100 and you get to choose one of those, or you can just choose two of the level 1 items, the $50 items. And joining Stampin' Up, they have a wonderful special going on. So for $99, you get to choose $125 for your starter kit of products of your choice from either the annual catalog or the new mini. And plus, you get to choose 2 free stamp sets that you get for free. And you can choose those from the same catalogs. And shipping is free. And you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just be a hobbyist. You could be your own best shopper. You can just take orders from friends and family and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot of fun. It's fun to be a part of. It's a huge community of crafters that just love what they're doing, and we love each other. And I would love for you to join my team, the Sponge and Stampers, and we just have a great time. So let's see. That's it. I think, oh, the hosting, you guys know about the hosting. So there is a special with hosting and all of that. If you do not have a catalog and you would like one, please let me know. Message me, email me, text me on the phone, whatever your choice is, and let me know. And just let me have your address and I will get one in the mail for you. Hey, Carol, glad you're here. So, okay, so I think that is pretty much it. I think. Let's see. So I'm trying out a new system. I'm doing this for free right now. I'm not paying for any subscriptions or anything like that. I want to see how it works and how I like it. So the one camera that we got that just came in last night, so we're going to use it today and see how you guys like it. I'm probably going to send it back and get a different one, not such a wide angle. But anyway, so hopefully you guys are going to like this because it should be a little bit clearer. Not clearer, but easier with flipping the phone. I don't have to do that. It's just a click of a button. So are you guys ready to get stamping? Because I am. So let's go ahead and start. Just give me 1 second. Hopefully I remember how to do this. Think there. Let's see. There we go. I should be there. Do you guys see? So you see how it's got sure. I don't really like it, but we're going to work with it today. So the treat box that we're doing is this cute treat box right here. Let me hold it up so you guys can see better. Hopefully it will focus. You guys bear with me with the internet, Facebook, and the buffering and all of that. But isn't that adorable? So cute. And wait till you guys see. And then you got a little message inside. It holds 2 Hershey Kisses. So it's perfect to sit on someone's desk, to give to your kids, to give to a friend. You could lay it by your husband's coffee mug if you put his coffee mug out for him when he goes to work. You can just sit it right there for him. And let's see. So I'm going to show you how to make it and what you need. So let's leave that right here. And I'm going to put on my eyeglasses, so my readers, so I can see what I'm doing. So we have a scrap piece of basic white that is for stamping, and we're going to have to do a little fussy cutting, not much, because instead of doing a Valentine one, I'm going to do a birthday one just to show you that you can use this, even though it's a Valentine set, you can use it for all kinds of stuff. So we're using the Stampin' Cut dies, the Sweetheart dies, and they're all in here, my little magnetic tray. So isn't this cool? I got this at Harbor Freight, but look how it holds all my dies, so I won't lose my dies anymore. All right, so this is what we're using. That is the little mini envelope die, and then we're going to use the larger heart, and I think that's it. Well, we might use this one too, the little tiny heart. And I think that's all we're going to use for this card. So I'm going to put that to the side. Then we have a piece. This is Highland Heather. It's 3 and, let me get my measurements out. It's 3 3/8 by 3 3/8. And then I have little inch squares that all I did was cut a 4-inch strip, 4 inches long and then 1 inch wide, and just cut my strips. This designer series paper is one of the celebration ones. This is in the $100 pack that comes with the wonderful stamp set. Let me show you the stamp set. I know I've already showed it to you guys before, but in case you're new, this is it right here. Hello, friendly hello. Look at all those images that you get. Plus you get a full pack of 12 by 12 designer series paper that I did show you guys. I'll put a link to all of that so that you can see it better. This is for our sentiment. I've already die cut our mini envelope out, and this is going to make our box. So let me put these aside because we don't really need those. Don't want to lose them either. So let's put that up there, this here. Let's go ahead and bring our scoring board down. I'm just going to lay that up there. I'm going to score at 1 1/8 inches on all 4 sides. So that's all we're going to do here. So is the lighting okay for you guys? How are you seeing it? Because I couldn't pull it up on my phone just to check. So, okay, so kind of like that's what we've got. So hopefully you can see that. That's what we have right there. I'm going to turn this light a little bit this way. So just like that. Okay. So I'm going to put this back down because I think we're done with it. I'm going to bring in some scissors. And on 2 sides, we're going to cut up the score line to the very first score line. So right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. And then we're going to flip this around. I didn't modify this, but what I did, I'll show you. I did a little bit more because I was having troubles of my box being square and then not uneven on the top. So I'll show you what I did. So I'm going to fold this flap down. I'm going to cut this a little bit more than half. I tried to cut it at half, but it still was just a little too bulky for me. So we're going to do that to both sides. I'm reading your comments. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Again, if I miss your comments, you guys, please just bear with me. I will respond to them later if I miss you. I'm so glad you're able to catch us too. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm just going to do a miter cut or angle cut, whatever you want to call this. That's all I'm going to do. This for me just helps it go together better. I just really like doing this to my boxes. I think it makes it a little cleaner. And now watch it not go together right, like I said, right? Even though I've made about 10 of these so far, because these are going to be a thank you gift for my class on Thursday. I just gave the surprise away, didn't I? So anyway, okay. So there we go. So this is what we got. So now we just want to fold all these score lines. I should use my bold folder, but I'm just going to tuck that in like that. Use my fingernail. It works good. And then up on these 2 fold lines here, score lines, like so. It's so little that I think my fingers do okay. All right. So now we're just going to use our glue. You can use your tear and tape. You can use your Seal Plus or liquid glue. I use liquid glue because I just like it better because it gives me wiggle room in case I don't put something on completely straight. As long as I put enough glue, it gives me some time before it dries. I know it's cheating, but hey. Oops. All right, so I'm just lining that up to the edge there. I'm going to hold it for just a couple seconds, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just lining it up just like so. And then I am going to do the same thing here. So isn't this easy? This is super, super easy to do. I think I just pulled my other side apart. Oops, that slid too much. There we go. Let's tack this back down again. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So when I didn't give it the miter cuts, I had higher edges on the top here, and you don't really want that. So I found that giving it the little trims, it really helped. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue down our little squares to decorate our box. So I'm just going to put some glue on that. I know I want my stripes going up and down. So this is the top of my box. So, and then we're just going to center that on these little squares here the best that we can. So I am pretty okay with that. Okay, next one. Put some glue right on there. And then down it goes. What's going on with your internet, Lynette? Is it going in and out on you? Mine is horrible this morning. Even my phone service was bad this morning. I tell you. My husband told me, though, he's got, he doesn't have a second job tomorrow night, so he's going to come straight home from work, and he's going to get on the phone with the internet and see what we can do to get stronger connection. And not only that, my computer is not hardwired in. The room that my dad is in is where the modem is, because that was my office. So his computer is hardwired. So we got to figure out about hardwiring this one in, and that will help too. Okay, so there, we've got that so far. So now we're going to take our little mini envelope here, and we are just going to fold on the score lines. I am going to use my bone folder for this, I think. Fold on the score lines. And you know what? I didn't do that on this one. We could go ahead and cut a little heart in the flap, or we can just leave it blank. I think I'll just leave it blank. I think it will be fine. Maybe I can put a rhinestone or something there. I think that would be cute. But because this one has, I cut the little heart out with it on the flap. So I'm thinking that this one, we won't do that. Or you could cut a flower, whatever you want to cut out of it that will fit. So if you're going to do that, if you notice on this, there is one tab that is smaller. So that's the tab that's going to go to the back of our box, like so. Try to get my fingers out of the way. So it will just go to the back. Then the opposite tab would be the one that you would want to do your cutout on. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the back side of this. And then I'm just going to line this up right like so. There's a lot of shadowing going on, because I had to put my lights in a different place, because with this setup there was a glare, and I'm like, so I got to really work on the lighting, figure out how to really get it better. I'm wondering if I can bring this one over a little closer, maybe. I don't think that really works. It's really helping. Okay, so there it is. That goes just like so. So isn't that absolutely adorable? All right, but for whatever reason, it's not wanting to stay closed on me. Probably because I didn't score that part, or did I? I did. Not score it, but give it a, I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so you just gotta kind of have to play with it a little bit. All right, so there is our box. It's all done. So now all we have to do is decorate it. So that's where some stamping is going to come in. So I brought in an older stamp set that I haven't used. I'm pretty sure it's still current. I forgot to check and make sure. But it's the Timeless Tulips. So I'm using that one. We're going to use this little bitty tulip bud right here. And I'm using Happy Birthday, and we're using the leaves. So I've already got those inked up, or not inked up, but blocked up. And then the colors we're using are Highland Heather for the sentiment. I'm using Pale Papaya because that is in our designer series paper. Is Highland Heather, actually it's Fresh Freesia, but I used Highland Heather for our box. So we're going to use Highland Heather for the sentiment. And we're going to use Granny Apple Green for our leaves. So I've got both leaves on this one block because I'm just going to do it that way. And I'm just going to stamp that down just like that. I need to be using my piercing mat because I'm using photopolymer, but I'm cheating today. Oh, thanks. Isn't it the cutest little box? I absolutely love it. So cute. Okay, so we're going to open up the pale papaya. And I'm going to ink this up. Stamp that down just like so. There we go. All right, so to save time, so you guys didn't have to watch me fussy cut, even though these are not, we got to do our sentiment, even though it's not large cutouts, I still didn't want to fussy cut it on camera. All right, so there's our happy birthday. All right, and I already cut that out too, so you guys didn't have to watch me do that. You guys know how to cut, right? Okay, so here is our tulip bud. Here is our little leaves. So what I did was I also trimmed them down when I cut them out, just so that they wouldn't be sticking way out or be way up here, so that I could just tuck them right under our tulip, just like so. Well, I kind of want to just put them on there the way you want to. And if you need to trim them a little more, you can. You can trim them as much as you want to. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. I think I'm just going to put some glue down here. I'm probably going to regret that, but anyway, I think these are wide enough that it will pretty much take all that spot anyway. So just like so. And then this one's going to come just like that. I really think I want my tulip to be higher. So we'll take this, just play with it. And like I said, if you feel like you need to trim it a little bit more, by all means, go ahead. Okay, and then we're going to put a dimensional on there. Hopefully my dimensionals are still going to work. I knocked over a bottle of hand sanitizer, and I did not realize that the lid on it wasn't screwed down tight. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a mess. All right, so everything in that area got hand sanitizer all over it. All right, so now what I thought I would do, this is I'm going to play with a little bit. We're going to put happy because I don't really want to cover the pretty flower. So I don't know what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe like right here and maybe right here, just like so. If you guys have another idea, I got glue on my finger so it's wanting to stick to me. If you guys have another idea, please let me know. Comment in there. Tell me what you think. And I think happy and birthday, like right here, just like so. I think that's what we'll do. Because of the lag, I don't want to have an awkward moment of waiting. So we're just going to go ahead and stick happy there and birthday down below. In all actuality, that's what we're going to do, just like so. So there we go. Isn't that really cute? Now to dress this up a little bit more, we can put a bow like right here, but I'm thinking I'm going to put the bow right here just to dress that little lid, that little flap up a little bit. So I'm going to bring in my glue dots. I'm going to roll this up because it's a little large for what I need it for. Put it on the back of this and kind of fit that right on there like so. And see if I can't get this bow on here straight. Just like so. And then let's put our little Hershey Kisses in here. And there we go. Fits two of them right in there. And then it closes down. And then there's your adorable little treat box. Is that not the cutest thing? So cute. So thank you to Brenda for giving this idea. So nice. So that's that one and that one. So I hope you guys give this a try because it really is easy. Okay, so for our next one, we're going to do a card. And this is the card that we're going to be doing. We're using the same dies and same stamp set. Not the Timeless Tulips. We're using the Sweet Conversations and the Sweetheart dies, which you can purchase this in a bundle and save 10%. And there we go. So that's what we're going to do. This card right here. But I'm going to change this up a little bit. So this is, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move this to the side because I'm trying to keep everything where you guys can see it. Put this away. We don't need that. These are coming in. This is not coming in. Okay, so we've got that. And I need my Real Red. Had to think. Okay, so I've got a piece of cardstock. It's just a half a sheet of cardstock cut in half. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so take my bone folder, give that a nice little, there we go. All right, so now I have this piece here. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and I've already run it through the embossing machine. Can you guys see that? I hope that you can. There we go. Maybe you can see it better there. Isn't that so pretty? It's in the same suite as the Sweet Conversations, and it is called the Gingham embossing folder. So it is so cool. I just love that design. Now I've heard some people say that they don't really think it looks like gingham, but I do. I think it does. I really do like it. And I think this is the embossed. Okay, so we're going to adhere that down with some glue. Put some glue on this. And just center this on here. This so that I can. All right. I know the paper is pretty. Oh, good. You guys can see the embossing. Then we have a piece of designer series paper that is Sweet Talk, I think is the name of the designer series paper. I have showed you guys that too. It is really, really pretty paper. And it's got other sides that you can use that is not necessarily Valentine's, so it would work. So I'm gluing this down. This is 4 by 2.5. So unlike this card, I just did it, I didn't go all the way to the side. This one, I am going to go all the way to the side and all the way to the bottom, just like so. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 envelopes instead of 1, or at least I think we are. We're going to see how we like it. There we go. We're back. Okay, so here we go. So this envelope. So I'm not exactly sure, but I think the smaller tab would be the tab that goes on the bottom like so. That's what I think because I think it looks better. I think it looks better that way. Of course, when you do your project, you can do it however you want to do it, whatever you like. So I'm just going to use a little glue to glue, oops, to glue this down. Wow, we're really buffering. That is so not good. There we go. You guys just bear with me. Please don't leave me. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to this one. We're just going to fold on all the score lines. So isn't this die so cute? And it does all the scoring for you and everything. I just think it's so cute. And as you can tell, there's different uses for it, which I think is really cool that you can really use your products for more than just one thing. All right, I'm just going to glue that down. I'm not going to worry about all that. A couple of seconds. There we go. Wow, it's really buffering a lot. I'm trying not to let it bother me. All right, so we got that. So we've cut out our little hearts using the larger heart die, and we have our little banner using the banner die that comes in the die set, and we've got some little red hearts that we cut out too. So there we go. So we've already cut those out. Now we just have to do some stamping. I'm not going to stamp anything. I'm not going to stamp anything. Yeah, I can. If it pops open again, I'll use a glue dot. Okay, because I'm not going to. I'm not going to stamp anything on that one. So that one's going to come down here. This one's going to come up here like so, just like that. I think we'll play with one of the larger stamps on here. So we got two large stamps here. I don't know which one I want. We can say you're cute or text me. So I think on this card, I'm going to do text me. So let's put this one back. And that popped open again. So let's use a glue dot. A glue dot will work perfect. Perfectly. I don't know why that's not wanting to stay down, but it's going to now. All right, there we go. Put our red heart back in there. Maybe I will stick just a little bit of glue right down in there. Kind of watch how much I got going in there. Come on. Trying to be careful not to get a big blob. Come on. There we go. All right. So there we go. That's that one. So let's go back to the stamping here. We are going to stamp this. This will put the outline on the heart, and it will also do the, okay, I'm going to try to get this as close to me as I can. Going like this works because I didn't try this. Because on this one, I didn't do the outline. I just took one of my Stampin' Right markers, my real red Stampin' Right marker, and I just colored in the wording because I didn't really want all the red lines, but I think I do want to try the red lines. I'm looking at an angle, you guys, so hopefully we stamp that okay. That's all right. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's going to work. That's going to go right in that envelope. So we've already cut our banner, so that's going to go right up here. Now, instead of doing even the two hearts, this little guy is in this die set too. Let me show you, which is really cool. So you have the ones that go across that do this, and then you have the smaller ones that do that, and I think it's in here. Then this one goes downward. So isn't that is so cute, so clever. I absolutely love it. So I've already die cut that out. That is going to go right on top of this, just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere this down. So I'm going to put some glue on here. Hey, Megan, I think I might, because I hope that's not really bad buffering on your end. Just please bear with me. We really are working on it. Okay, so let's see here. Plus, I've heard that a lot of people are having their issues with Facebook, so it could be just Facebook too. It might not have anything to do with my internet. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on this just to kind of stick that down a little. Okay, and then that is going to go right here. I'm going to bring it down just a teeny bit, just like so. Now what we could do is we could stick a little heart right there, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Okay, just like so. And then we're going to place our envelopes on here. So let's bring in our designer series, not our designer series paper. Where is my brain? Our dimension. Just like so. Take the backings off. And we're going to place, how did I have them? Kind of like that, I think, is really cute. So that's how we're going to do them. Just, okay, let's do that just like that. All right, so now we need to put down our hearts. I don't think I'm going to use that one. Maybe we'll bring in another. The red heart doesn't show up very well, though. Or we'll leave it. Maybe we'll put a bow if I can find a piece of ribbon that I want to use. Okay, so we're going to put these little hearts down. So we can put one here, and then we'll put one here. I want the glue on this side. Then we'll put one here, kind of turn it a little like so. And then we'll put another one right up here, I think, like so. All right, so we have one more thing that we're going to do to this, well, maybe two. So let me roll over here and see what I got. We could put a little linen thread. I have a little bit of that. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could use the ribbon that's in the suite, or we could use a linen bow. We'll see which one we like best. That works. Okay, so this is what was this called again? This was called the Faux Linen Ribbon. It's absolutely gorgeous ribbon. It ties really nicely, lays pretty flat, and it is in the suite too. Just might be too big for this particular card, because I was thinking we could just put it there or there. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can get this bow a little smaller. Let me pull this. I hate making bows on a live. I don't hate it. That's a strong word. I don't hate it. I just don't. It's not my favorite thing to do. How about that? All right, so we can put a little bow there. We can use that one, or we can use the last bit of my linen thread and tie a bow. Sometimes I tickle myself. I laugh at myself. I don't know if you can hear me or not when I do it, but I do. Okay, can tie that. Come on, work with me, bow. Work with me. Here we go. All right, we can do that one or that one. So you guys let me know which one you like. Meanwhile, I am going to put some rhinestones rhinestone on this, but I'm going to use, I'm not sure what I did with them. They were some of the stuff that got wet last night too, and I don't know what I did with them. Well, shucks. Here they are. Okay, so these are what are these called? These are the Iridescent Rhinestones. So we are going to put those on the red hearts. Okay, so where is my, isn't it amazing how you have something just a few minutes ago or earlier, and then all of a sudden, wham, you can't find it anymore. I think my putty is dried up or gone. It's probably empty because I use this thing so much. Look. Can't. No, maybe there's enough. Okay, so we're going to use the smallest rhinestone and just place it right in the centers of these hearts, just to give this a little bit of bling. Okay, there we go. Did you guys decide which? Oh, okay, Lynette, I'll see you later. Okay. All right, so you guys, the internet's going in and out, so it's on my end. Okay, so which one do we like better? Do we like the linen thread bow or the, I'm just going to go ahead and trim this up so we can get a better idea. Or the red bow. Which one you guys like best? It is really buffering so bad. All right. I don't know which one I like best. I need y'all's help. Okay. Well, shoot. Let's see. I think I'll go with I'm going to go with the linen thread. Okay, so that's the one I'm going to go with. And I'm going to roll this up again. Stick this right on there. Just like so. Stick it right on top of this heart. Just like that. And then all we got to do is the inside. And then we are done. All right, so I have a piece of basic white that is cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and we are going to we're just going to stamp happy to have you in my life. That's what we'll do. Happy to have you in my life. Happy Valentine's Day. That's actually what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to just put that on there, and I think I'm going to stamp this in Memento, and then I'll stamp Happy Valentine's Day in Real Red. Okay. I am so sorry for the, I need to stamp this off on a piece of paper. Okay. So sorry for the internet connection. It's just really stinks. Okay, so we're just going to stamp this down right towards the top so that it can leave us a little room for Happy Valentine's Day, and then for you to sign your card. Okay. And then let's see, we're going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day right about here. Hopefully I'm doing that straight. Oh, look at that. Okay, so now what we can do is we can use our little hearts. We can put a little heart right like so. Actually, let's put a couple. All right, so just like that. Cute. All right, so let's go ahead and stick some glue on this. And then you guys can tell me which card you like best out of the two. All right, so that is going to go this way, like that. And then let's stick some glue on here, right here. And that's going to go just like that. All right, and then we're going to put some glue on the back of this and put this right in the end. And then our card, really happy. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you like this one better, or do you like this one better? Okay, I'll let you guys comment on that one while I move all this stuff out of the way. And then we're going to bring in the other cards here. Or not the other card, the treat boxes. So we've got those, and that's what we did today. So I hope that you guys really did enjoy it, minus the buffering. I am so sorry about that. That's just obviously going to be a little bit of an issue until I get everything hardwired in and stuff. So I thank you so much for your patience. I thank you so very much for joining me today. So I am going to flip this. So hopefully you guys, oh, look at my glasses. Okay, take these off. All right, so again, thank you so much for taking your time out this afternoon to join me for some lunchtime stamping at noon. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you for the patience with all the buffering. I don't know how much it's going to show on the actual recording. Hopefully not much. But anyway, I hope that you liked our projects today. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do so by clicking on that red button down below that says subscribe. And make sure you ring the bell icon so that you get notified of every new video that I upload. And give me a thumbs up, because for whatever reason, YouTube really wants to see that. And it really does help me out a lot. And look for, there'll be a link for the blog on YouTube when I upload that. That will have all the measurements and pictures and all that stuff in my shopping list of the supplies that I used for projects. And so you guys on Facebook, just give me a day or two to get that up, and that's it. So thanks again for joining me. Doodly-doo. Bye.